Brazil, a large and diverse country with a population of over 216 million people, is the most populous country in South America and the 7th most populous country in the world. But despite being home to a wide range of cultures and natural wonders, Brazil faces a series of challenges, including a stagnant economy, political instability, and high crime rates. So, what's going on? Well, welcome to the economy of Brazil. According to the IMF, Brazil's nominal GDP is just over $2 trillion, a little larger than Russia's and a little smaller than Canada's. This makes Brazil's economy the 10th largest in the world, and by far the largest in South America. However, despite its nominal reading of $2 trillion, Brazil's economy hasn't really moved anywhere for about a decade. In this chart, you can see that the World Bank measured Brazil's economy to have peaked in nominal terms back in 2011. And even if we look at constant prices from the Brazilian Statistical Agency, Brazil's economy faced a downturn in 2014 that it has only recently eclipsed. These stats and figures show that the Brazilian economy hasn't been doing very well recently. If this trend were to have taken place in the USA, we'd be talking about a lost decade. And on a per capita level, things don't look much better. In purchasing power parity terms, Brazilians' GDP per capita is $18,600. That's 87th globally, below fellow Latin American countries, Mexico and Colombia. This is also a figure, not so surprisingly, below the peak experienced before 2014. But beyond these GDP figures, Brazil today has failed to really improve its attractiveness as a business location. Not only has Transparency International consistently ranked Brazil as an increasingly more corrupt country when compared to others, an indicator that adds friction to businesses at a national level, but also Brazil remains 124th in the Ease of Doing Business Index, barely having moved from 2006, highlighting that the business infrastructure that allows companies to operate efficiently, productively, and generate those higher value jobs in higher value industries are still suffering from the internal measures within Brazil. It's like the national economy having an unnecessary weight attached to it. So, why is this the case? And in particular, why has Brazil been stagnant since 2014? Well, let's have a look. But before we do, make sure to like this video if you are enjoying it and subscribe to the channel and comment those pineapple emojis in the comment section below to support the channel. Awesome. Now, on with the video. Brazil's economy has been stagnant for two main reasons. 1. Corruption. And 2. The middle income trap. Now, these reasons don't have equal weight, but we will investigate both of them. To start with, corruption. Brazil, as mentioned before, is unfortunately very corrupt, ranked as the 94th most corrupt nation in 2022. It goes without saying, but corruption is bad for business, at least if the long-term goal of the country is to become a more prosperous and safer nation. In Brazil, corruption at the highest level of the country contributed to a weaker economy and significant damage in trust between the public and the state. I'll keep it short. You see, in 2014, a massive Brazilian construction company called that was found to be paying bribes to the massive Brazilian state oil company Petrobras for lucrative contracts for which it charged significantly inflated prices. Among those caught in the scandal included several politicians, including former Brazilian president and now president again, Lula da Silva. This was a really big story at the time, and of course Netflix went ahead to make a series about it. But anyway, what did this mean for the economy? Well, in short, The corruption scandal itself was less of a hit to the economy than the oil prices that fell off a cliff in 2014, but it did compound the situation. The scandal demonstrated that despite the boom that the economy experienced in the noughties, Brazil remained rampant with corruption that was going to hinder its prospects of attracting investment into higher value industries. At the time, this was a big hit, as there was a genuine hope that Brazil's economy had finally found a path to escape the middle income trap and finally emerge as an advanced economy, which takes us to point number 2. Brazil is the definition of a middle income economy. Its GDP per capita is below that of the world average in purchasing power parity terms, and its export base is mixed with both a massive and developed agricultural sector as well as a large manufacturing sector. In fact, in 2022, Brazil was the 8th largest producer of motor vehicles, with a similar level of production as Mexico and Spain. But the middle income trap is something, unfortunately, Brazil has become a face of. For those who don't know, the middle income trap is a situation of economic development in which a country reaches a certain income level and gets stuck at that level due to certain disadvantages. Those disadvantages can be that Brazil's top talent leaves the country to work for better salaries, or work opportunities, or work culture in advanced economies, which just are superior or better for the worker than in Brazil. It could be that the education system is not accessible enough to all the population, or is incapable of providing a high enough level of education to ensure that all those who pass through the system can positively contribute economically to society. The disadvantages can be many, but let's look at Brazil's case. Brazil doesn't invest that much into research and development. This has resulted in Brazil's advancements not matching those of developed countries, and hinders the growth of high-value industries and jobs. The country also suffers from extremely high crime rates, which hinders investment, both at a local and multinational level. This makes parts of Brazil seem less attractive and slows down state objectives of bringing more workers into the formal economy. And of course, the political crises that Brazil has experienced in recent years have made it difficult for the government to implement policies that could help the country escape the middle income trap. Despite these challenges, Brazil remains a country home to an economy with a lot of potential, although this has been the case for many decades. We all hope that this time Brazil will find a firmer path to greater economic prosperity, which will allow its middle class to grow even faster and place Brazil as an important player on the world stage. Now it's over to you. What did we miss out about Brazil's economy? Do you think Brazil will ever escape the middle income trap? And which issue do you think is causing the most pain in Brazil? I'll be down in the comment section. Also, don't forget to comment those pineapple emojis and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, take care. Bye.